Next in the show. Next. Doing that. All right. These 7 cereals do not qualify as healthy according to the FDA's new criteria. What cereals are you thinking of when you're thinking of healthy? I'm thinking of healthy cereals. You know, Oops All Berries. That's healthy. Oreos. That's fucking healthy as shit. Cookie Crisp. Does anyone remember Cookie Crisp? They gave you cookies for breakfast. It's a cereal. It's healthy. Let's find out, though. Food products regulated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration must now meet certain criteria to be labeled as healthy, following a new rule proposed by the agency on September 28. Is this a rerun, Alicia? Come on now. And many popular cereals, including ones you may believe to be healthy, wouldn't fit under that label. In order to be considered healthy, products have to align with the FDA's updated nutrition facts label and the current dietary guidelines for Americans, according to its announcement. The agency used cereal as an example to detail the new criteria. For a healthy stamp from the FDA, cereals have to contain 3/4 ounces of whole grains and no more than 1 gram of saturated fat, 230 milligrams of sodium, and 2.5 grams of added sugar. So the funny part about this, right, like, is that could these cereals have been considered healthy? I mean, I see, like, healthy on the label for a lot of cereals sometimes when I go to the grocery store. Anyway, here's the list. Raisin Bran. You might think, Raisin Bran, that's fucking healthy. It's got bran. Wrong. Honey Nut Cheerios. Holy fucking shit. 12 grams added sugar. That might be the most out of the whole bunch. Jesus Christ. My goddamn fucking grandparents would constantly tell me, you gotta eat your Cheerios, as if it's like some sort of vitamin, you know, like it's like a drug I need to take. I gotta have my Cheerios every day. It's healthy for me. It's the least healthy on this list. So, cornflakes. There's a lot of sodium in cornflakes. You ever think cornflakes? How could that be unhealthy? It's just cornflakes, you know? Well, they add 4 grams of added sugar. It's cornflakes and corn syrup. Honey bunches of oats. Honey roasted. So you have the honey bunches of oats, and then you roast them in honey, but they're already... I don't even know. I've never had it. Frosted mini wheats. I mean, I love how this is a cereal, right? Like, okay, so we have these little things of wheat, right? And we're just gonna, like, coat them in corn syrup, and we'll sell it to kids. Life. 8 grams added sugar. The cereal is called motherfucking Life. It's called Life. And it's one of the least healthy cereals on this list. Special K. Also, one of the least healthy cereals. But, you know, it's actually the best on the list. Tied with the cornflakes, but still. I love how Life is like, yeah, we're going to give you a life, all right. A life in and out of the fucking hospital with fucking type 2 diabetes. The new guidance was... Now, imagine, I just want to say this. Imagine all these cereals, but with no sugar. Would they still be unhealthy? Probably. Yeah, you know, if they didn't add sugar to them, would they still be unhealthy? Probably. But it would at least be, we could at least converse about it. Oh, sugar for breakfast, or cereal for breakfast, you know? If there's no sugar in it, you know, it's still processed. It's still not that healthy for you at all. But it could at least get in the conversation, you know? But as it stands, man, that shit is just poison. The new guidance was proposed after the White House Conference on Hunger, Nutrition, and Health, as well as the release of the related national strategy, which aims to end hunger, improve nutritional and physical activity, reduce diet-related diseases, and close disparity gaps by 2030. Here's an idea. Let's ban cars. Convert all of our cities to walkable cities and ban cars. That'll fix that problem. Healthy food can lower risk for chronic disease, but too many people may not know what constitutes healthy food, said the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Isn't that funny? FDA's move will help educate more Americans to improve our health outcomes. Like, the idea... Like, a lot of people just, like, they wonder, what do we do? How do we educate people? Elementary school, we don't teach them anything useful. Middle school, we don't teach them anything useful. High school, we don't teach them anything useful. Sometimes they go to college. Sometimes. Then maybe they'll get something useful, but still probably not. How many college graduates do you know that have no idea how food or nutrition works? I mean, that's crazy to me. Like, imagine having, like, a fucking... I don't know, like a fucking master's degree in engineering and you don't know, like, what fiber is. You know, like, I've met these people. They're real. But, like, just, like, as a society, we're so afraid of, like, education that, like, the idea of, like, doing, like, a mandatory education, like, let's say this, imagine this. It's like jury duty, right? You get the letter in the mail, you have to show up. Imagine this, right? You get a letter in the mail that says you got to show up to a nutrition and health course. It's mandatory, you have to, otherwise we're going to fine you. But it's all good because this note, you know, no matter what, if you get fired for this note, you'll be able to sue, so it's all good. And by the way, here's $500, you know, just a little stimmy for you. Go out and buy some good groceries, and then you go to like a 3-hour class that teaches you all about food. Now, again, some people not going to pay attention, whatever, but I don't know, just like the idea as a country that we just have to deal with mass education in this roundabout way. Like, oh, maybe by 2030, adults will know that sugar is bad for them. You think? Who's going to tell them? Are you? This is the best idea you got? Like putting a healthy logo on like a different box? That's the best idea you got? You think someone who buys a Life cereal every week is going to go like, oh, well, they took the healthy label off the box. I guess the FDA is like, I don't know, man. Like we could handle this with like a TV program. Like a fucking like, you know, late night TV program or some shit. I don't know. Like there's other ways as a society that we can do mass education. And this is the best they got. Will over 10 years change the labels on food slightly? Anyway, there you go. So 7 cereals. You don't want to eat those cereals.